Hey guys, I'm back again with another quick update on the racing cab. I'll give you a quick look at what I'm dealing with here. I stand over here. You can sort of see over my shoulder. The arcade is an absolute mess. At the moment there are just boxes everywhere of things that have been arriving, mostly because of things that I kind of need to build up and other bits and pieces like that, but I really gotta do another clear out to get some movement. But one of the things that did arrive, which if we come over here, is this thing here. Now, that is the TV stand or monitor stand that I was hoping for the racer. So there, if you can see, that's the stand sitting on the floor there. So I'm gonna try and get this built up and then see about getting it into position. Once it's sort of in position, then I can nail down the position of these guys. And while I was sort of having a look around, I think the base is maybe bigger than I actually need it to be. So I'm thinking I can take maybe like 2 feet off it, possibly. It would give me back a little bit of space, which would be nice. So I'm going to attempt that once I get everything into position. But for now, TV stand, we'll get that built up, get it into position, see what it looks like. So give me 10-15 minutes and I'll come back to you. I'll be, 10-15 minutes. That should be all it needs. There we go. Not too shabby. I think it works. It works quite well. So you're kind of in the right eye line. Let me show you. So if I can switch the camera over to the front view, I'll sit myself down. So there you are. Let's see, got a steering wheel into position again. This is off center slightly. So there you go. You're kind of staring right at it. Don't know why yeah, so there is that's pretty much my eye line there. I could raise it up a little bit if I wanted to, but I think that's going to work quite nicely. I just gotta find myself a monitor. So at the moment, that's the last kind of piece of the puzzle to the main physical build. If I get a monitor, I can mount it. Even if I just get a temporary one for now, just one that will fit onto the mounting point, I can start work on things, because the guys over at Pi Hut came through once again, and we have another Raspberry Pi. So it's not my usual 2GB model, so they were all out of stock and didn't know when they were going to be coming sort of back in. So got lucky and a 4GB model appeared. So I grabbed it. It was a wee bit more expensive, another tenner or so, but it might, with the extra memory, it might help me get some of the trickier racing games working. So yeah, if I can sit and flash that, get the ROMs onto it, sit and do a bit of config around the emulators, things like that, and then if I can get a monitor, just a temporary monitor to hook in there, I can sit and do config on the controls. That's going to take the bulk of the time, because it's going to be different controls for different games and different systems. So yeah, a little bit of work to do around that, but I think she's going to work out okay. I think I'm liking it, and I do think I am going to take some space away. I had to sort of kick in slightly to the back wall to get the TV stand to fit. So I've lost some ground there. So yeah, I think any way I can make up some ground would be good. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So if we come down here, you can sort of see there's my seat, and there's the two stands for it that I'm going to fit the runners to. So I think originally I said the runner was going to go back about there, which when I think about it now is way too much. You don't really need that. You're adjusting by inches, not feet. So if you come down here, because I haven't put the veneers on yet, what I can do is, if I give you a parallel to that, so if I cut to the edge of this block, it still gives me a little bit of room to work with, you know, with the seat moving forwards and backwards, and then I gain all of this here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, it'll give me a bit more room to play with in the arcade, because it's a massive thing, and yeah, it was the first time I've built anything like this. I overestimated how big it really needed to be. So I think a wee bit of a correction now. Chop that bit off, give myself a wee bit more room, and then I'll have more room in the arcade again to move around, because really, like, look, you're stepping, I mean, that will go there, sorry. That will go, but even at that, you're sure still stepping onto the back end of the cabinet to get out the door. So I think it's a good idea. Bring it down in size a little bit, makes it a wee bit more manageable for me. So yeah, all of this section here from about where that scuff ends, actually no, it's before it, so about here, all there would be floor again. So yeah, I think it'll work out for the best. But very happy. Let's get the monitor set up, and then we'll start doing some boring config, but needs must. It's going well, it's going well. So did anyone else out there think that this project was going a little too well? You may notice there's a big gap on the wall where my big TV used to sit, the one I used to use for my Gamer Pro and various other little bits and pieces that I used to record footage from. So it's gone, because I thought I was getting somewhere with the racer build, and yeah, thought I was getting somewhere with the racer build. Got the Pi all set up and everything like that, and really all I needed was a monitor so I could see and start configuring things. So I took the TV down from there, installed the correct mounting bracket, put it on to the racing cabinet, switched everything on, and realized I had pierced the screen. So this. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, my heart sank. So what I've done is completely fucked myself, to put no finer point on it. The TV is wrecked. I ended up having to bin it. I was able to source another one, which is now installed here. Got that set up, got the Raspberry Pi going, and you can see sort of this big umbilical cord behind me here. Just got an Ethernet cable into it while I am transferring ROMs, because the Wi-Fi was being very, very slow out here, and told me it would take me about 9 hours, which, alright, there's there's a fair amount to transfer, but I'm not taking 9 hours. So I'm a bit pissed off at the moment, because I did need the source monitor. That was going to come at some stage, but because I was careless, I guess is the best way of putting it, I now need to source 2 monitors. So one is already done, the other one to go back up there. The big issue is that that's stopping me from filming a load of footage. There's videos that I wanted to do around Marvel Superheroes and the Gems of War, X-Men Apocalypse, the two side-scrolling beat 'em up games that are coming with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I had bits and pieces that were filmed and ready to go. I needed to film the footage, which I no longer can do because I've lost the fucking monitor through my own stupidity. So I'm really annoyed that in moving forward with the Racer project, I've wrecked something else. So this is going to be a while to get sort of fixed up again. So this is kind of where we are now with the Racer. We've got the monitor set up. We've got ROMs transferring across, which will take a little bit, and then it'll be a week, 2 weeks of config depending on how many games I want to put in, and then we'll be sort of ready to give it a proper test, I guess. Well, I'll maybe do it with the first one. If I can get Outrun running again, that'll be my test, just to make sure everything is right. Probably finalize the positioning of everything, cut the last 2 feet off the back, and then I will give you a quick overview of where we are. But yeah, I'm annoyed. Which is why I've got this. I'm like the budget version of 19K Fox. Jack Daniels and fucking shitty builds. Anyway, yeah, that's where we are. Thank you very much for joining me today on this one. Yeah, it's got a bit of a bittersweet ending to it. I hope to be able to get another monitor at some stage to be able to put up there, just something cheap, because really all I use it for is like the Gamer Pro and Batocera. So yeah, I'm a bit disheartened with things, but maybe in a week's time I'll be able to get the Racer cabinet out for a spin and do some filming there somehow. I'll figure that one out. But thanks very much for joining me, guys, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye for now.